M99 Sports presents NASCAR. Today, it's the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400 at Las Vegas. Now, last weekend, the rookie, Chris, took home the victory at Rockingham. Can he do it again? As soon as he changes his setup. Actually, hold on. I need to go out first from practice. Let me see if this actually works. Because in the past, I've had a lot of trouble. But like in my off time, I have adjusted the volume so I could hear some people.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Oh, and I also got a new thing to where it's we have the more like modern. I'm not gonna say completely modern, but it's a more modern pit box instead of what we had originally. The car seems fast, but I don't know how fast we can get with this thing. I mean, I don't want to turn this into a fucking snowplow. Because that's what happened last time I tried to race the track on my other, profile. Because this track, if you don't have the right setup, because of the flat corners, this is before the repave, it can be a bitch to drive. Anyway, I think I got it. Yeah, we're running 32s, so I think I got it. Hold on, let me go, into event info. Yeah, 12 degrees of banking. Definitely more difficult than when we went to Rockingham or Daytona. So, let's get into qualifying here. We're just testing out the waters for the car. And I can't go blazing through the corners, otherwise the car will just get loose happy on me.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
And first lap, let's see if we can make this a good first lap. And because what I seem to do is that if I'm at a track where like Daytona, Talladega, any other track, if I'm starting near the back, I cannot pass anybody for anything.
2.476.
I have a hard time passing people coming from the back of the field because I have progressively raised the difficulty on me as I've gotten older because well, let's face it, I'm going to be driving in a couple of years, so, well, and I'm racing against the league, so I have to raise the difficulty. I can't just leave it at 70% all the time.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
But it just, oh, by the way, I am racing for a league now. Blazing Pedals. Go check them out. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys to check out. So, do we still? Yeah, we still have our pole position.
Drivers, start your engines.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What? Where's my pit stall? Huh, it's not here. But yeah, like, if you, like, when I get near the end of the video, whether I win or not, I'll show you the pit stalls. But I'm telling you, it feels good to be at the front. And you have a better choice of not getting involved in a wreck. After all, these guys too, do tend to get into a wreck because they're going 4 wide here, even though they shouldn't be. I know it's standard for IndyCar to do that because the cars are much smaller, more aerodynamic, and they have a faster engine on them and they're lighter. But then again, if you look at the last race they had at Las Vegas, I'm not even going to point it out directly, no specific details. There was quite a big wreck early in the race.
Get ready now. Going green.
I think we may have a problem. Oh, wow.
Race cars in.
That's not good at all.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Okay, main mission during this race, take care of the cars. Like tires, engine, that kind of stuff. Because my oil pressure just rose during the pace laps. 76 degrees, that's not very hot. But then again, we're running pretty high speeds at this track. You see, and all the way down here, I have to use throttle.
35.
So it will save the engine that, like,
You are on the point.
it will save the engine that we're not racing full throttle. But, like, I just, man, I should have, like, taken off grill tape or something. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to race, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to race, like, 27 laps through all this. Oh, God.
33.
Yeah, we're going to be,
9.
yeah, if I'm not careful, we're going to blow up. So, well, at least it's not a dump truck like it was in a few other attempts I had at this track, both on and off camera. Yeah, there goes our water temperature. You see that?
33.64.
The light's on, that's not good. Actually, this, I have like I set myself a little rule, and that is that,
Drivers,
like,
start your
is that we can, like, restart the race if there's less than 5 laps completed. I am going to severely turn this down. What's it? Oh, no wonder we had. Now I wonder why. Now, no wonder why the car was so fast. Expert. The hell? La Vegas. I'm just gonna call it that. During the race, we're gonna be racing expert. Okay, so let's do this again,
start your engine.
because I don't think. Yeah, sorry about that. One of my keys is the F keys, because, you know, of that. So sorry about that. But anyway, before I cut off, my like I was gonna say, with the girl tape issue, that's good for qualifying because, well, it makes your car faster. And you're like, well, why wouldn't you want that during the race? Because in qualifying, you only have to do 2 laps instead of having to do the full, having to do like 27 or the full length of the race, if that's how you roll. Now, concerning that, I don't think the car will be as fast as it was, but it'll definitely be, I think it'll be pretty fast. I think. I hope.
Get ready now.
I don't want to turn this thing into a dump truck.
Pit car's in. Green flag, green flag. Green,
Insert
green.
boogity 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 here. Yeehaw! Yeah, this track can be a lot of fun if you have the perfect setup. Like, this goes for all tracks, but it can be such a nightmare if you don't have the perfect setup at all. I mean, I started, like, one race attempt I tried, like, off camera.
4.8.
I tried doing this, like, I tried, you know, going for the pole. I got 33rd. My car was so bad I finished, like, 41st. And basically, I wrecked on the last lap coming to the start-finish line, coming to the checkered. Went on my roof as we were crossing the start-finish line, then landed back. So, that was pretty eventful.
7.
However, I wouldn't want to do it again. Trust me, I wouldn't want to do it again. Because, well, I like to keep my cars intact. And I'm playing this like it would be an actual season. And I'm an underfunded team. Well, not underfunded because look at the sponsor. It's Pepsi. I would say a multi-million-dollar company. Probably. I don't know. But one thing I know is that Coca-Cola is much better than them. Like, Coca-Cola is doing a lot better than Pepsi is. So, it is that. And, well, basically, I started playing the game when I was, like, little. My dad got it, I think, back in, like, 2003. Well, obviously, yeah. If he got it back in 2003, then it means he got it back in 2003. But anyway, started playing this game, wrecked a whole lot, like, and then getting it back that last time before I got it back this time. I like it was awesome. And now that we have like wiped the computer over the hard drive, it's
33.11.
I'm gonna turn this guy off. We don't have any of the as I'm trying to say, we don't have any of the custom setups, but we're working on them, trying to get them trying to make our own. I know my brother made me a Texas setup because he saw that I was on the easy setup still, which if you guys are just trying to log laps, gain experience and stuff like that, go for easy. But if you're trying to be competitive, even in championship mode, I know you're racing against AI, but for people who, race against the AI, which is pretty good, you might want to go for either, fast or expert, which is what I'm driving on right now, is expert, because you're running pretty darn fast lap times. And I know
20 laps to go.
there are some iRacers, that play this game, or people that play this game move to iRacing, because Papyrus Entertainment, or which I'm going to be calling them, Papyrus Racing, I should say. Basically, this was their last game. This was their last NASCAR game, and the very best NASCAR game, I have to admit, other than iRacing, but still, last good retail NASCAR game that hit the market. But unfortunately, EA Sports, later in 2003, they bought the rights, and I think it was like March of 2004, they were forced to pull all these games off the shelves. And yeah, for people, and basically the EA NASCAR games, they're okay, but for people who are with simulation based, they're not very good at all. They're just more arcade than what you would consider, but they do have like their own championship stuff, which is not that bad. I have to admit, it's not bad at all. But for some people, they say, hell, I'm gonna even say this right now. The EA games, they were masterpieces compared to Technics games. Oh God, I don't even. It goes to an area of you don't even want to go there. The AI is crap. The physics are floaty, and of course the crash physics and damage models are horrible. Like, especially on the PC. Rushed port much?
Clear.
Because this was made for PC. Like, it was only released for PC. It had good crash physics. It had good physics in general. Good AI most of the time. And it was 2003. And I have to say, it feels pretty sturdy, because it doesn't feel too floaty, and the AI cars, they're not bricks. Why are they bricks in the newer games? If I hit a car here in this game with my front fender next to the rear quarter panel, the guy's gonna spin out. If that happens, in the also, if I had a guy, if my car is I can understand, if your car is super loose and you hit a guy on the back end, going at Talladega or Daytona, you're gonna get loose. You're gonna get loosey-goosey. But if my car is a good handling car and I slam into the back, I'm just gonna get damage. And it actually can affect you. At the super speedways, it does affect your speed in tracks that require aerodynamics, such as all three of these tracks: Atlanta, Lowe's, and Texas, or I should say Charlotte, which it's now called, and used to be called back before the early 2000s. It does need heavy aerodynamics in order to move fast. But the thing is that really kind of pisses me off is that with the NASCAR EA games and with this game, I cannot pass on the outside where most of the cars are on the inside of a draft. if, like, I cannot pass on the outside of a draft train by myself to the front. No, that's not how it works. If I were to do that, and if I was like 8th, I'd move back to where I could find a spot in line, which would probably be near the back of the pack.
Outside, clear.
Yeah. Ridiculous. The AI doesn't even know that you're there. Like, you could be going along easily, and then you get and then there's AI cars that move up with, it's like you're a ghost car and they don't see you. They move up like this, and it's not even like you're there. So, however, one thing I will give the game, a few things I will give the game credit for. One, it has red flags, which could have been executed much more nicely. 2, the graphics are absolutely amazing. And 3, oh my god, the sound design is amazing. Oh, love the sound design, love the graphics design, but I hate the game. I hate, like, the type of, like, gameplay, the way the AI acts, the way the damage is. I hate that. That's one thing that really pisses me off. And you can't even have mods. I mean, with this game, the Papyrus the community, or the developers of, you know, the Papyrus developers, they were like, oh hell yeah, you can mod our game. You know, they enjoyed modding and stuff like that. That's why the new tracks are coming out. That's why they have the Nextel Cup logos. That's why they have the War Wagon pistols. That's why they have newer rosters. It's because they allow modding. But unfortunately, with the newer, like 2013 and 2014, they've disabled that feature. They've gone on Steam anti-cheat, which means that even if you developed a mod, it wouldn't work. No trucks. Okay, so let's see. I know the EA games are watered down from Papyrus because Papyrus was more of a based on simulation. But let's see. Racing, wheeling, like you take things to EA Sports. Okay, let's go. Racing. Okay, so racing, wheeling, gone. Trucks, gone. Like Bush Series, gone. And I remember they made you buy, like, before 2013 came out. They didn't even put in, like, they didn't even add a patch to where you could switch to it. So in NASCAR 08, they had a thing to where you could switch to the car tomorrow for free, which that feature was gone. So that is disappointing. And by the way, I mentioned that I was racing in a league now. The community, the multiplayer community for this game is still thriving, and yet this game is not even supposed to be, was pulled from shelves back in 2004, to where most people couldn't even get it in stores anymore. And this game is like 11 years old, so that proves how much of a good game this is compared to 2013 or 2014. In those games, I couldn't even find somebody in the multiplayer thing. It was that bad. So somebody needs to take over. I really, really wish that iRacing or Papyrus would take the NASCAR license back over, so we could have a nice licensed game retail. Like, and the thing is that the 3 kudos things I gave the game, I gave the newer games, that's not gonna hold them up. No, that's not gonna. And the thing is that you want to know what the thing is? Oh, come here, come here. No, 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 no. Come here, come here. NASCAR 2013 is just NASCAR 2012, but with the new cars in. Not even any differences at all. That is lazy as fucking hell. And I'm sick of seeing that. I'm tired of that. 'Cause so many games have so many repaints. It's like Transformers. Like, I used to collect Transformers, and basically, the thing is that there would be repaints. Same toy, new paint job. That's the thing. That's the same thing. That's the same thing here with the newer NASCAR games. Except with NASCAR 14, which they did change it up a little bit, but not much. And Christopher Rowan takes home win number 2 of 2004.
One problem. How are we going to get your head out of that car?
Alright, nice. We won. Woo! Dum 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 da da. We won the race. Viva Las Vegas, baby. Woohoo. Woohoo. I'm gonna go ahead and take another lap here. Mainly because sometimes the AI can bug out.
The race is over. Come on in.
One thing I seem to notice this time is that there was no caution. Like no early lap caution. So, what I also think I theorized with this is that this game, like if you have a new track that's that's brand new, like that you've never raced on it before, the AI are not going to be used to it yet, and they're going to crash a lot. But if you use the track more than like once, if you race on it multiple times, and then choose a race, they stop wrecking all the time. Alright, for this occasion, since I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to turn off this, actually I need that, this, and this. Sliding across the grass, yeah. Woo! Woo! No, I can't do that voice anymore. My voice is too deep. Woo! Woo! Alright, so the last part of this before I end off the video is the pit stalls, which is Warwagon 2.5. Just search it up on Google. Or I'll link it in the description if I don't forget. So thank you. So with Warwagon, instead of looking like what the pit stalls used to do or defaultly do in the game. Here's what they look like now, which these look pretty similar to the ones that they use today. Now I'm using the word similar because, well, they're not exactly like the likeness to today, but they look pretty darn good, and I'll say that. You know, they have all their proper keys and stuff, and here's what the full group looks like. And if you have like an existing car or whatever and you want to use this mod, it'll work just fine. You know, such as me. You know, this is a car that was painted a long time ago. I've used it ever since, and basically it worked with this mod. The pit stall just moved right on over. So yeah, that's that. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. This is M99 Sports. We will see you next week at